What's good, y'all? I know it's pretty late, so I'm gonna get this video out anyway because I know I'm going to be making a rookie minicamp video tomorrow. But we just got word that we will be playing the Dolphins week 11th, November 16th in Madrid, Spain. This is going to be the first game in Spain, which is pretty cool, pretty late. I know some people are upset because they wanted the game to be in Miami and to watch the Commanders in Miami. The last time we played the Dolphins in Miami, I think that's when we had Case Keenum, and we won that game. Yeah, it was. It was Case Keenum. We were awful. The Dolphins were awful. The Dolphins were taking for Tua. They decided to go for two where they could have tied it up, and they did not make the 2-point conversion. I think Ryan Fitzpatrick was actually their quarterback at the time. And the last time we went to Miami, we dominated that stadium. We took over that stadium. We were having parties before the game and parties Saturday night that I saw, and parties the morning of, and tailgate and all kinds of stuff. We just took over that stadium. So that is kind of the downfall of it. But the positive is that we don't lose a home game. That is Miami's home game. So you can look at the positive in that way. And then, of course, just the national exposure. So right now, I'm making the video like 9:46. The time right now in Spain is like 4 a.m. right now. So it's 3:46 a.m. in Spain. So most likely it will be a morning game, because the London games are typically in the morning. So this game will probably be like an 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. start. So that will be different for us. So this is the reality, guys. This is what we were talking about on Commanders Kings, where we're gonna have a lot of nationally televised games. This probably will be an NFL Network game as well, where we're just gonna be the primetime game or nationally televised game, where the game that is on by itself, where everybody has to watch it. There's not going to be a lot of 1 p.m. games, which I like. I like going to church in the morning. I like spending time with my kids. And honestly, for me, games at 4 p.m., games at 8 are better for me. I can get stuff done. I can go grocery shopping. I can just get a lot of stuff done. I know a lot of people prefer 1 p.m., but I prefer 4. I prefer 8 because you just have more light. Instead of just 1 p.m. every Sunday, right at 1 o'clock, you got to base your day around a 1 o'clock game where you have a little bit more freedom, in my opinion. So enough about me, but that's just my preference, because I know a lot of people going back and forth about not wanting a 4 p.m. or 8 o'clock start. Just get used to it. Get used to a Monday night game. Get used to a Thursday night game. Get used to a holiday game. Now, the thing about this, too, about this schedule, so it's November 16th, which is week 11. So if you look at the calendar, where's the calendar? I just had it up on my laptop. So Thanksgiving is November 27th. So most likely we will have a bye. So the game is on Sunday, November 16th. November 23rd most likely will be our bye. And then possibly we will play the Cowboys on Thanksgiving on November 27th. So we will have a late bye again. This bye isn't super late. I think last year we had like the latest bye that you can have in the season. Excuse me. But you will have a couple of days off to travel back and then rest up for Dallas on Thanksgiving. So possibly we could have that we could still have that Thanksgiving game. So it'll be back-to-back games where it's a game where it's by itself. It's an isolated game where everybody is watching on back-to-back weeks in a row. And we still would have our primetime games of Monday night games, or Thursday night games, or Sunday night games, and whatnot. So this is going to be one of our isolated games. I don't know if I think they do consider this a primetime game, because I know I was looking at, I think his name is like Ari something, who has a lot of followers, and he's an NFL page. And he said primetime games are only games where they're at night, like an 8:30 game or a Monday night, Thursday night, Sunday night game. Those are the only games that are technically considered as primetime. Now, these leaks are coming out. This is Aussie NFL. And Aussie NFL got a lot right last year. So that's why I think this is a credible source. And I do think this is legit. Shout out to Rio. He says JD Cinco a lot. So I've seen some people saying that on Twitter as well. So that probably will be promoted. JD Cinco out in Spain, JD5 for sure, out in Madrid. So, but yeah, this is and matchup wise too. Like, this is a winnable game. I think we're gonna be favored in this game, and who knows if Tua is gonna be available. Like, I hate to say that. I hate to base stuff on injuries and stuff. Like, I hope Tua is healthy. I hope everybody we play is healthy, because I don't want to hear any excuses like we heard last year that we played a bunch of bad quarterbacks and it was luck and injuries and stuff like that with teams that we face. So I don't want to hear any of that. at all. But I do like the matchup. Tyreek Hill is a dog, but Tyreek Hill, once again, like he's had a lot of off the field instances. So is he going to be available? Is he going to quit on the team? Is he going to be traded by that time? So there's a lot of things that could happen. Excuse me. By the time we play the Dolphins November 16th, they do have Devin A-Chain, who's a dog. Jalen Waddle's a dog. Tua is a good quarterback when he's available. They do have Chop Robinson. They drafted Ollie Gordon. Jalen Ramsey's going to be traded or released. We could fool around. Who knows? We might fool around and get Jalen Ramsey. I don't think we're going to trade for him, but if he's released, then who knows? There is reported interest that the Commanders do have in Jalen Ramsey. So just talking about that really quick. Jonnu Smith is a good tight end. So they have weapons, man. They do. Jalen Ramsey is a solid backup running back as well. And then cornerbacks, I don't think they really have any corners that can really stick with Terry or with Debo and Jalen Lane for the most part. They do have William Bradley King, former Commander, and they do have Braden Daniels, former Washington football player, former Commander as well. So they do have Bradley Chubb, who's good. Ifitu Melifonwu is a solid player. Noah I used to play with the Dolphins. He was drafted by the Dolphins. And then Mike McDaniel coached. He was a coach here a while ago back with Mike Shanahan. So there's a couple connections here. Nobody here on that staff with Mike McDaniel right now. But actually, no, Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn and Mike McDaniel have a good relationship. So I almost made a mistake there. But Dan Quinn and Mike McDaniel have an excellent relationship for sure with the Falcons. So that would be the storylines for the most part there. But this would be a fun game. This is a game. I really feel like we should win this game though. I feel like we should definitely win this game. I feel like we would be 3.5, 4.5, 5.5 point favorites. Like that's just how I feel. I know it's a neutral site, so I think going into this game we're gonna be 5.5 favorites. That I'm booking that right now. We're gonna be 5.5 favorites by the time we play the Dolphins in Week 11. But there are gonna be some other leaks coming out pretty soon. And also the NFL just posted 3 hours ago on their Twitter account. They said the Eagles championship defense will begin against one of these 8 teams. And the NFL schedule releases May 14th at 8 p.m. on NFL Network and ESPN2. So the 8 teams they could be playing is Dallas, the Rams, the Giants, the Broncos, the Lions, us, the Raiders, and the Bears. So we could be kicking off the season on national TV against the Eagles. That could be another national TV game. So they really want us on national. We've earned it too. We've earned it as well. So they really do want us on national TV. Like I talked about before, the NFL schedule released the poster, the thumbnail that they came out with on Twitter. Last week had Jamar Chase on it, Jaden Daniels, and then 2 or 3 other players. It had Saquon on there, but Jaden Daniels was on there. He was the face of it. He was one of the players on there. And then they talked about one of the games do you want to see again? And they put one of our games, they put us against the Bears on there as an option of which game do you want to see again, a rematch. So we're gonna get a good amount of primetime games. We're gonna get a lot of isolated games as well. And the schedule will be leaked next week on Monday, May 12th on the Today Show. Some of the schedule, not all of it, but some of the NBC games, some of the Fox games will be leaked on Monday, May 12th as well. And the Amazon Prime games, some of those games will be leaked on Monday as well. Tuesday, some of the ESPN games, May 13th on Good Morning America. CBS, Wednesday, May 14th on CBS Mornings. And then Netflix, Wednesday, May 14th. They will be leaking some of the Netflix games. So the schedule release right now, it really is obsolete, because all the games get leaked before the schedule release anyway. So that's just where it is. But the game will be played at Bernabeu Stadium. That's where Real Madrid plays. So that's just an update there. And it's going to be fun, man. So it's going to be matinee football or brunch in football. There's brunch in football anyway, but an early breakfast in football, most likely in Spain on Sunday. So this should be a good game. It should be a lot of fun to see Jaden Daniels on primetime, see Jaden Daniels in an isolated game overseas. Last time we were overseas was against the Bengals, where Dustin Hopkins missed the kick, and we lost that game. But definitely we should turn things around and get this W against the Dolphins. So like I said, I have us beating the Dolphins. I have us handling the Dolphins. It's gonna be a close game, but I have us beating the Dolphins. I feel like we're the better team. I feel like we are the better team. So all right, you guys let me know what you guys think. Like I said, this could be wrong, but I think this is 90% true, because the guy always the NFL gets stuff right for the most part. So, as always, Health Commanders, I'll see you guys to talk about rookie minicamp. Health Commanders, peace.